नमो नमः सर्वेभ्यः राम राम राम. Welcome you all to class number 26 of this preparatory course for Sura Saraswati Sabha Prathama. Like always, let us begin our class with a prayer. Gurureva gatir gurumeva bhaje gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave na guroh paramam shishurasmi guroh matirasti gurau mama pahi guru. संस्कृतं कथमस्ति? संस्कृतं सुलभमस्ति. किमर्थं? संस्कृतभाषा सरला भाषा. अतः अहं संस्कृतम् अवश्यं पठामि. वयं सर्वेपि संस्कृतम् अवश्यं पठामः. So we would be covering and learning one of the last lesson, the concluding lesson in our Prathama textbook. Though this is lesson number 10, I kept this to the last, so there are a lot of takeaway points from this lesson. Janaka Sutayoho Sambhashanam. Again, this is again one more conversation, Sambhashanam. Janaka Sutayoho. Janaka, father. Suta, son. This is a conversation between a father and a son. So let us now go into this lesson. Let us read and understand what is this about. I request the students to be ready and please raise your hands so that I can call out your names. So you will be able to read and then we shall learn these. Okay. Chandrarekha Bhagini and Kalyan Mahodaya.
Namo Namah, sir.
Namaste. Chandrarekha Bhagini, you can start with the first dialogue. Janakaha and
Janakaha putra amulyam manusham janma janma sartham sadvidyam bhasam kuru anyatha janma vyartham syat.
Sutaha tat
Tata
sadidya
Janakaha kumara yaya tattva jnanam bhavati sa sadvidya.
Uttamam, well read. We shall understand these. A few points. So it is not tat, it is tata. It is complete.
Yeah, this is my mistake.
No issues. Yeah, because of the regional influence and
Yeah, right.
very much with respect to Hindi, definitely you will see that difference. And Janma Sarthakyaya, I think I did not hear this correctly. Okay, now let us go ahead with learning of this, what exactly this means. So Janakaha, father, Sutaha, son. So this is a dialogue or a conversation between a father and a son. So Janakaha, Tataha, Pita, any of these, all these words are synonyms. Okay. Similarly, Putra, Kumara, Atmaja, and any other thing, Sutaha, all these are similar or synonyms of son. Now, Putra, it is Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti. Hey Putra, Amulyam Manusham Janma. Janma, birth. What is this Amulyam? Amulyam is precious. This human birth, okay, is very precious. Oh son, this birth of that you have got as a human being or the human birth is very precious. That is the meaning of this sentence. Janma sarthakyaya. Janma. Janma is basically a nakaranta shabda. It is napumsakalinga actually. Janma, janmani, janmani. Those are the forms. Just know it. So this is Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Janma is Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. So Janma Sarthakyaya. So for the meaningful use or utilization of this birth, Janma Sarthakyaya. Can you identify which Vibhakti it is? Kalyan Mahodaya or Chandrarekha Bhagini?
Yes, sir. It's Chaturthi.
It is Tritiya Vibhakti.
Not
Chaturthi.
it is Chaturthi Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Ramaya. Janma Sarthakyam. It is like Napumsakalinga Shabda, similar to Vanam. Vanaya. So Chaturthi Vibhakti Ekavachanam. For the purpose.
For.
Yeah, for basically. Or the purpose. to make a meaningful use of this, that is the purpose. Sadvidyabhyasam guru. Okay. Any sandhi in this word?
Yes, sir. Sat
Sadvidya plus
vidya
abhyasam.
abhyasam.
Right. Sadvidya abhyasam. So it is Savarna Dirgha
Yes,
Sandhi.
Savarna.
Kuru. Kuru is basically lot lakara form of kriya dhatu, karotu. Okay. And Kuru is Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. Okay. Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. So you should do, basically it is an order, a request, anything we can use the lot lakara in. So here you can think it as an order. Janma sarthakyaya sadvidyabhyasam kuru. Oh dear son, you should practice this sadvidya for the meaningful use of your life. Okay, that is the meaning of this sentence. Anyatha, otherwise, anyatha means otherwise, janma vyartham syat. This birth will be of no use, or this birth will be in vain. Vyartham is waste. Syat is another prayoga. It is again for the dhatu asthatu, asti staha santi, but this is in a different lakara. It is vidhiling lakara. So don't worry about it. So that means it will become a waste, something like that. Okay. So that is the meaning of this. Otherwise, this birth will be of waste. Meaning of the first sentence. Then now the son will ask, based on this sadvidya bhyasan kuru. Then what is this sadvidya? Ka sa sadvidya. What is this sadvidya? Because sadvidya is strilinga shabda, prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. Ka sa is there. Ka sa sadvidya. O tata, again here sambodhana prathama vibhakti. O father, what is this sadvidya? Then again father will say, Kumara, son, yaya, by which ya dhatu, this is similar to sate taha, taya tabhyam tabhihi, similar to that, yaya vidyaya, by which vidya, by which knowledge, tattva jnanam bhavati, sa sadvidya. Yaya sa, okay, this is usually used in this way, by which that is sadvidya. So tattva jnanam, what is a tattva jnanam? Tattva jnanam means the knowledge of truth. Okay, sadvidya means the right knowledge or the true knowledge. Yaya tattvajnanam bhavati sa eva sadvidya. That is the real or the true knowledge. That is the meaning of this sentence. Bhavati bhavataha bhavanti prathama purusha ekavachanam. Tattvajnanam bhavati yaya vidyaya. This is for vidya. Yaya is kind of an adjective you can think of. By which vidya you will gain this tattvajnana. That vidya itself is sadvidya. That is the meaning of.
This is instrumental case, yaya.
Yes, yaya is instrumental. This is Tritiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. That is right. Taya, see taya, taya vidyaya, yaya vidyaya tatvajnanam bhavati, sa vidya sadvidya iti kathyate. If you want to elaborate this sentence, but that is told in precise, yaya tatvajnanam bhavati, sa sadvidya. Okay, we'll proceed further. So the meanings are available here. You can, I think I have explained it, so it should be fine. So now we'll proceed. Okay, please continue.
Continue.
Yeah, Kalyan Mahodaya will read again. Yeah.
Sutah janaka tattvajnanena kim phalam.
Janakah tadaya tattvajnanena sansar bandhanat mokshah siddhyati. Anyayah sarvaha vidyah kevalam जीविकायै सामग्रीः समर्थाः sorry समर्थाः.
Please continue.
Sutah tarhi sa vidya katham sampadayitun sakyate.
जनकः अमर भारती सर्वसत्व संपन्ना तया उत्तमं ज्ञानं संपादयितुं शक्यते. अतः संस्कृत भाषाभ्यासं कुरु.
Uttamam. Well read. So Janaka, Tattvajnanena kim phalam. So the previous answer that father gave was Yaya Tattvajnanam bhavati sa sadvidya. Okay, now Tattvajnanam, there's a new word. So what is this Tattvajnanam, or what is the fruit, or what is the benefit of this Tattvajnanam? By knowing this Tattvajnana, what is the result? Okay, what is the fruit that we can get? Tattvajnanena kim phalam. is the question that is asked by Suta. Okay, so Janakaha,
तृतीया
father,
विभक्ति तत्वज्ञानेन ज्ञानेन in तृतीया विभक्ति, but shouldn't it be some
no.
ज्ञानस्य?
So what is the meaning of the sentence is, what is the fruit by practicing or by gaining this knowledge of tattva, by this, because it's an instrument, right? Because that is why it is being asked in this way. Tattva jnanena kim phalam, what is that I will get out of this by practicing, by learning this tattva jnana, what is that I'm able to get? So Tanaya, so the answer father gives is tattva jnanena, by this tattva jnana, or this is instrumental for samsara bandhanat mokshaha. Samsara bandhanat mokshaha siddhyati. Samsara bandhanat, it is panchami vibhakti. Okay, panchami vibhakti ekavachanam. Samsara bandhanam, similar to vanam, vanat, from all the bondages of this samsara, from all the bondages of this world, or the existence, you may say, mokshaha siddhyati. Mokshaha is liberation. So by this tattva jnana, you will get the liberation from all the bondages of the world. Okay, you'll be able to obtain, or you will be able to get the liberation from all the bondages of this world. So siddhyati prathama purushaha ekavachanam. So that is the meaning of this sentence. Anyaha sarvaha vidyaha kevalam jivikayi samarthaha. So now this is tattva jnana, this is the fruit, or this is the result where when that is obtained by tattva jnana. But what about all the other vidya that we learn? May it be engineering, may it be medical, or any, name it, any other education. What is that we are able to get? So anyaha sarvaha vidyaha, all other vidya, all other knowledge is just for kevalam, only for jivikayi. Jivika means livelihood. This is meant only for our livelihood purpose, and these are eligible, or these are useful only for livelihood purpose. So anyaha, all these are in prathama vibhakti bahuvachanam. Anyaha sarvaha vidyaha, all the other vidyas, all the other knowledge that we earn or that we gain is only for jivikayi. This is, can you identify the vibhakti of this jivikayi?
This is fourth for Jivika.
That's right. Jivikaye is Chaturthi Vibhakti. This is Sitaye, similar to that. The purpose is for livelihood. Okay. Samarthaha are useful, or are capable of helping us for our livelihood. That is the meaning of this sentence. Again, then the son will ask, Tarhi, if so, Tarhi, then Sa Vidya ityukte Sa Tattvajnana Vidya. Sa Vidya katham sampadaitum shikyate. How can one obtain this knowledge, this Vidya? How is that one can achieve, or one can earn? Sampadaitum is like earn this knowledge. How is this possible? So this is again shikyate is prathama purusha ekavachanam. Okay. Then
We have not done tumun. We have not done tumun pratyay. No, sampadayitum means to earn.
Sampadayitum means to obtain. Okay, to obtain. Sampadayitum means to obtain. This is an avyayam. Okay, for now you can think this is an avyayam. Sampadayitum. It's a kridanta word. I have just briefly told in some of the classes that this is anything like gantum, kartum, etc. is called atuman avyayam. So that much is sufficient for now. Tarhi means then. Okay. Yadi tarhi. These are two clauses that we can use. If then. Okay. Yadi tarhi. You can be also used alone. Like for example here, tarhi. If so, you can say that way. Then how this vidya can be obtained? How to obtain this vidya? Then again, father will say, Amara Bharati Sarvasattva Sampanna. So
A is missing, sir. A is missing. Amara Bharati.
It's there, right?
Bharati.
Yeah, Amara Bharati Sarvasattva Sampanna. Taya Uttamam Jnanam Sampadaitum Shikyate. So, Sa Vidya Katham Sampadaitum Shikyate. For that, we need to go to Amara Bharati. What is Amara Bharati? Samskrita Bhasha is called with various names. That is Samskrita Bhasha. It is Amara Bharati, Girvana Bharati, Deva Bhasha.
Sura Bhasha.
Surabhasha, anything for that matter. Next, Sarva Sattva Sampanna. So this is filled with all essence. Okay, it is filled with all essence. Sarva Sattva Sampanna. This is also in Prathama Bhakti Ekavachanam. So this is an adjective to Amara Bharati. Okay. Taya, with this vidya, taya sarva sampannaya bhashaya, taya amara bharatya bhashaya, uttamam jnanam sampadayitum shakyate. Uttamam jnanam, we will be able to get uttamam jnanam, good or the great knowledge. Sampadayitum shakyate, to obtain. We will be able to, shakyate means able, we will be able to obtain good knowledge through that or with the help of that. Next, Adaha, because of this. So, Samskrita Bhasha Abhyasam Kuru. Any sandhi in this word?
Sanskrita Bhasha plus Abhyasam.
Okay. Samskrita Bhasha Abhyasam Savarna Dirgha Sandhi Kuru again. So, do practice this Samskrita Bhasha. Learn this Samskrita Bhasha. That is the gist of these sentences. Dhanyavadaha Chandra Bhagini and Kalyan Mahodaya well participated.
Dhanyawad.
Okay. So hope these points are clear. These lines are clear. So Jivika means livelihood. Tarhi then Sarva Sattva Sampanna filled with all essence, and then Samskrita Bhasha is language Sanskritam. We'll go to the next set of slides. Okay. So if you have got a chance, please lower your hands. Shankar Narayan Mahodaya, can you please read out this?
Ram Ram Mahodaya.
Ram Ram Ram.
Sutah Tata Iyam Bhasha Shravananandakari Hridyacha Bhashasu Mukhya Madhura Divyacha Girvana Bharati Paramtu Ativa Klishta Sa Bhasha Yataha Vyakarana Niyamaha Durbodhyaha Durbodhaha Manda Prashnena Adyetum Manda Prajnena Adyetum Sarvatha Na Shakyate Ata Eva Name Tatra Pravrittihi.
Very good. Iyam Bhasha. Again, this is a pronoun that is used. So for now, we can think this is equivalent to Esha Bhasha. Okay. Iyam is also Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. This language, that is what it means, Iyam. It is of Idam Shabda. Okay. This is of Idam Shabda. Makarantaha Idam Shabdaha Strilingaha. Okay. So Iyam Bhasha, Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Tata is again father, oh father. Iyam Bhasha, Shravananandakari. Any sandhi in this, Mahodaya?
Shravana Anandakari.
Very good. Shravana Anandakari. It is Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Hridyacha. So this language will generate happiness when once hearing this. Any word from Sanskritam, if we listen, we will become happy. So Shravananandakari. Upon hearing, it generates happiness. That is the meaning of Shravananandakari. Hridyacha. It is very much pleasant. Bhashasu, or among all the bhashas, that is, this is Saptami Bhakti Bahuvachanam, among all the bhashas, Mukhya, Madhura, Divya, Cha. Mukhya is very important or prominent, Madhura, very sweet, Divya, divine, Cha, Girvana Bharati. Girvana Bharati means Sanskritam. So, Sanskrit language, Sanskritam, is one of the most important languages. Okay. Among all the languages, this is most important. This is very much sweet. The words, the construction, the poems, whatever is done in Sanskritam is beautiful. Next, Divya, it is divine because it is called Surabhasha, Deva Bhasha, etc. And then that is what is this Sanskritam. Parantu, but, Ativa Klishta Sa Bhasha. Ativa, any sandhi?
Ata Eva.
Mm-hmm. Ativa. Ati and Iva.
Ati Iva.
Yes, Ativa. Okay. Ativa, but very difficult. Ativa means very much. Okay, very much difficult. Klishta, difficult. Klishta sa bhasha. Sa bhasha itukte sa Samskrita bhasha. Ativa klishta. It is very difficult. Yataha, because Vyakarana niyamaha durbodhaha. The rules of grammar are very difficult to understand. व्याकरण नियमाः नियमः नियमो नियमाः प्रथमा विभक्तिः बहुवचनम्, and similarly दुर्बोधाः is an adjective to व्याकरण नियमाः are very difficult to understand. दुर्बोधाः यतः is an अव्यय. Okay, next मंदप्रज्ञेन अतः, so this मंदप्रज्ञेन by a dull person, okay, अध्येतुं सर्वथा न शक्यते, is very difficult to learn by any means. Sarvatha, sarvatha means by all means. It is very difficult to learn this language in any way by a dull person. Manda pragnena, tritiya vibhakti hi ekavachanam. Manda prajnaha means a dull person. Adhyetum to study. Na shakyate is impossible. Together it's impossible. Okay, na shakyate means it's impossible. Ata eva, ataha eva, ataha is again an avyayam, eva avyayam, na avyayam, me tatra pravrittihi. Hence, there is no involvement of me in this or in there. There is no involvement here. Okay. So pravrittihi means you can have multiple meanings to this word. Pravrittihi means interest, involvement, or learning, etc. Anything you can put it based on this context. Ataha eva name tatra pravrittihi means hence I am not putting my effort in learning this language. That is what the son is saying. So if you see, son knows already about Sanskritam, that this is a Deva Bhasha, this is a Madhura Bhasha, etc. But he thinks the Vyakarana Niyamaha are very difficult, the grammar points are very difficult to understand, and hence he will say it is very difficult for any person with a bit of lower intellect to understand this. So and hence I shall not, hence my involvement is not there. That is what he is saying. Okay, so we'll proceed further. So manda pragnena is by a dull person, that is a person who is not very witty, you can think in that way. Pravrittihi involvement. So dhanyawadaha Shankaran Mahodaya, well read.
धन्यवादाः.
Okay, now we shall proceed further. Jyoti Lakshmi Bhagini.
नमस्ते महोदय. जनकः आत्मजा मा तथा वद, व्याकरणनियमाः सर्वासु भाषासु सन्ति, अस्यां तु विशेषेतः सन्ति नियामः. अस्यां भाषायां तलस्पर्शिज्ञानं शास्त्रज्ञानम् अत्यावश्यकम्. व्याकरणस्य सामान्यज्ञानं सर्वेषाम् आवश्यकम्, यतः व्याकरणं सर्वशास्त्रोपकारकम्.
Uttamam. Sorry, there are a few typos here. So I just striked it off, but I shall update it. Atmaja. Okay, yeah, Visheshatah. Okay, it is not Visheshetah. So She is not there. So Visheshatah. Shamyatam for the typos. Atmaja. Ma tatha vada. Ma here means don't tell like that. Tatha vada. Ma vada. Tatha ma vada. Don't tell like that. Okay, vada is again in lot lakara, madhyama purusha ekavachanam. So 2.1 I'll put it as madhyama purusha ekavachanam. Tatha, like that. Ma, don't. Okay. Vyakarana niyamaha, these grammar rules, sarvasu bhashasu santi, are there in all the languages. So sarvasu is saptami vibhaktihi, saptami vibhaktihi ekavachanam. Similarly, bhashasu is saptami vibhaktihi bahuvachanam, kshamyatam. Bhashayam bhashasu. Okay, sarvasu bhashasu santi. This again in prathama purusha bahuvachanam. Okay, vyakarana niyamaha santi. Putra santi. Sarvasu bhashasu santi. Asyam tu, but in this, that is to say, asyam samskrita bhashayam. Okay, in Samskrita language, in the language Sanskritam, saptami vibhaktihi ekavachanam. Visheshataha, importantly or specifically, especially in Sanskritam, these rules are also more. These rules are there. Okay. Visheshataha niyamaha santi. There are special rules. You can take it that way. Or specifically with respect to Sanskrit, there are more rules. That way also you can understand this sentence. Niyamaha, niyamaha, niyamo, niyamaha. Prathama vibhaktihi bahuvachanam santi. Asyam bhashayam. Okay. So again, this asyam, this is also a pronoun. So You can also make use of etasyam, okay, or tasyam, equivalent to this. Asyam bhashayam, in this language. So etasyam bhashayam, in this language, talasparshi jnanam shastra jnanam atyavashyakam. Talasparshi means deep knowledge. Okay, it is not just a superficial or a shallow or a language knowledge that is needed, but we require a deep rooted knowledge for this. Shastra jnanam, also the knowledge about the shastras, various disciplines like vyakaranam, nyaya shastram, etc. Shastra jnanam atyavashyakam. Any sandhi here?
अति आवश्यकम् अत्यावश्यकम् एण् सन्धि.
Very good. Ati avashyakam atyavashyakam yen sandhi. Vyakaranasya samanya jnanam. Vyakaranasya shashti vibhakti ekavachanam. I think you will all be able to follow it now, able to identify the vibhaktis. Hence, I am not putting vibhakti for each and every word. Okay. Samanya jnanam sarvesham avashyakam. Sarvesham shashti vibhakti bahuvachanam. It is required for everyone. Okay. Avashyakam means necessary or required. Yataha, because Vyakaranam sarva shastropakarakam, because this Vyakaranam, this grammar is very much beneficial, very much useful to learn or understand all the different shastras. So there is one very much important saying which says Kanadam Paniniyam cha sarva shastropakarakam. Kanadam means which is the Nyaya Shastra, and then Paniniyam is nothing but grammar. These two are very important for learning any other Shastra, whether if it is Mimamsa, whether it is Vedanta, or anything that you want to learn. These two are like the tools that will help you to understand it much better. Okay, Sarva Shastropakarakam. Sarva Shastropakarakam. Sandhi?
Sarva Shastra Upakarakam Gunasandhi.
Very good. Sarva Shastra Upakarakam. Sarva Shastropakarakam. I hope all things are clear on this slide. So please make a note of the corrections that I have striked off. But anyway, I shall upload with the corrections in place.
Mahodaya ekah samshayah. In this पूर्वस्मिन् स्लाइड् मध्ये सद्विद्या आसीत् खलु. सद्विद्या कः सन्धिः? सत् विद्या सद्विद्या.
Satyam. That is Sat Vidya, that will become a Jasva Sandhi, which is a Vyanjana Sandhi we have not learned. So I did not explain about that. Sadvidya is actually, yes, Sat Vidya, Sadvidya. That will be the Sandhi.
Thank you.
Sure.
Dhanyawadaha.
Dhanyawadaha, Jyotilakshmi Bhagini. Well participated. Okay, we shall proceed further. Now, let me see. Next, Nataraj Mohodaya. I will read the dialogue of Sutta because there's only one line. You can read the Janakaha. Anyatha kim bhavati? That is a question the son is asking. Now you can read the next sentence.
Janaka, Anyatha apashabda prayogena anartha bhavati. Yataha iyam bhasha ekasyaksharasya
Vyatyayam
na sahate. Udaharanam prayachami. Akarnaya bhadati ityukte apashabdaha. Bhadate ityukte sadhu shabdaha. Bhavati ityasya anya artha bhavati. Ityasya padaha arthaha. Vina vyakarna shastram pada padartha jnanam na bhavati. Samanya jnanaya yatasva prayatnam kuru.
Very good. A few places maybe here arthaha that visarga was missed. So apart from that, well read. Anyatha kim bhavati? Otherwise, what will happen is the question that the son is asking. If you see from the previous slide, talasparshi jnanam apekshitam, and then vyakaranam sarva shastropakarakam. So vyakaranasya samanya jnanam, the general knowledge of Samskrita vyakarana is necessary by everyone, is required by everyone. Sarvesham avashyakam is what the sentence which father said. And then now the son is asking anyatha, otherwise what will happen if I don't learn this the rules of grammar? That is what is the question. Then for that the father will answer anyatha, otherwise this is what is going to happen. What is that? Apashabda prayogena anartha bhavati. Apashabda prayogena, these are the two words. There's no sandhi, but it's a samasa word. Apashabdaha means wrong usage or wrong word. Okay, if you use wrong word, then what will happen? Anarthaha. It will cause a wrong meaning out of it. So anarthaha bhavati. Anarthaha is a wrong meaning. Okay. So now yataha, because yam bhasha, this bhasha, iyam is again esha bhasha. You can think it as esha bhasha. Prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. Yam bhasha ekasyaksharasya. Any sandhi mahodaya?
एकस्य अक्षरस्य
Very good. Ekasya aksharasya व्यत्ययम सवर्ण दीर्घ संधि एकस्य अक्षरस्य षष्ठी विभक्तिः एकवचनम एकस्य अक्षरस्य both are षष्ठी विभक्तिः एकवचनम व्यत्ययम अपि there is no sandhi here. व्यत्ययम means change. Even it does not tolerate a change or modification of a single letter. ekasya aksharasya व्यत्ययम अपि न सहते. This language will not tolerate the change or difference of even a single letter. That is what it means. Uda sahate is atmanepadi, sahadhatu, sahate, sahete, sahante. This is to say tolerate. Okay. Vyatyayam api na sahate. Udaharanam prayachami. I shall give you an example. I'm giving you an example. Prayachami, give. Okay. What is that? Akarnaya. Akarnaya is similar to shrunu. Listen to this. Akarnaya is listen to this. This also in Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. Okay. Prayachami Uttama Purushaha Ekavachanam. Here Aham is not there. You can assume that Aham Udaharanam Prayachami to have it completed. Okay. Badhati Ityukte Apashabdaha. There is no word called Badhati in Sanskritam. Badh Dhatuhu, this Dhatu, whatever is there, is basically Badhate Atmanepadi Rupa, and Badhate is the only form that is correct. So Badhati, only difference is Ikara and Ekara. Even with just one letter change, it is a completely a wrong word, and this word does not exist at all in the vocabulary of Sanskrit or in the dictionary of Sanskrit. So Badhate ityukte sadhu shabdaha. Sadhu, correct word. Apashabdaha is a bad word or a wrong usage. Now, bhavati ityasya anyaha arthaha. Bhavati ityasya aparaha arthaha. Here again, samanaditya sandhi. Aparaha arthaha. Arthaha meaning, bhavati means it is there. Bhavati bhavataha bhavanti. Kriya padam. Now, bhavati, this word is for to say it as you for feminine gender. So whenever you say tvam, if you are referring to a female, if a female is standing in front of you, you can ask bhavati kutra vasasi. Bhavati kutra vasati? Where do you live, etc. So bhavati means you for feminine. Ityasya aparaha artha. Just with a change, hrasva and dirgha, the meaning has totally changed. Vina Vyakarana Shastram. Again, remember the usage of Vina. It's an avyaya, and corresponding word will be in Dvitiya, Tritiya, or Panchami. Vyakarana Shastram is now in Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Vida Vyakarana Shastram. Without this grammar knowledge or without this grammar rules, etc. Pada Padartha Jnanam na bhavati. Pada Padartha Jnanam. Pada means word. Padartham means the meaning of the word. Jnanam means the knowledge. The knowledge of the words and their meanings cannot happen, is not possible. Okay, will not happen. So, na bhavati. Samanya jnanaya yatasva. Hence, strive hard or try to obtain this general knowledge, general vyakarana knowledge. Okay, he is referring to the previous one. Vyakaranasya samanya jnanam sarvesham apekshitam. Okay, sarvesham avashyakam. So based on that, samanya jnanaya yatasva. So try hard, or you must try to obtain this knowledge. This is Chaturthi Vibhaktihi Ekavachanam. So this is again, if you see, a purpose. You need to obtain this knowledge. Okay? Yatasva. Prayatnam kuru. Yatasva means prayatnam kuru. Both you can use. It's the same. Dhanyawadaha Nataraj Mahodaya. Well participated. Okay. I hope all these things are clear. We shall proceed further. Okay. Now we have simple sentences. Nirmala Krishnan, Raji Bhagini.
Ram sir.
Ram. Nirmala Bhagini, please start.
Sutaha Samanya Jnanam Nama Kim.
Janakaha Akshara Jnanam Sandhi Niyamaha Samanya Samasa Niyamaha Shabda Rupanam Kriya Rupanam Cha परिचयः आवश्यकः.
Very good. Samanya Jnanam Nama Kim. Now, father said, Samanya Jnanaya Yatasva. You must try hard to obtain this general knowledge. Okay, now he is asking, what is this general knowledge? Samanya Jnanam Nama Kim. What is this? He is asking. So you can see this, how they are linking each of the concept that the father asks, and how the son is very much curious and inquisitive to know, like, I mean, what it is he's exploring. That, okay, he wants to know more. Okay, the quest of knowledge we can think of in these conversations. So Janaka, so now again the father will say, Akshara Jnanam, the knowledge of the letters, Sandhi Niyamaha, the basic rules of Sandhi, Samanya Samasa Niyamaha, some of the common or the general rules about Samasa, Shabda Rupana, the various forms of the Subanta, that is Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha, etc. Kriya Rupana, of the Kriya Padas, that is Patati, Patataha, Patanti, Cha, Parichayaha, the introduction of all these is necessary. Avashyakaha is required or it's necessary. So Samanya Jnanam Namakim. So Samanya Jnanam includes all these. So Akshara Jnanam, Sandhi Niyamaha, Samanya Samasa Niyamaha, Shuddha Rupani, Dhatu Rupani, etc. All these are required, and these are part of Samanya Jnanam. Okay, we'll proceed further. So so Purvajaha evam vadanti. What do the Purvajaha say? I shall tell this shloka. So please, Raji Bhagini, please repeat after me, and then after that, Nirmala Bhagini will read the last line. Okay. Purvajaha evam vadanti. Yadyapi bahunadhishe.
यद्यपि बहुनादीशे
Tathapi pathaputra vyakaranam.
तदापि पटपुत्रव्याकरणं
Sakalaha shakalo ma bhut.
सकलः शकलो मा भूत
Swajanaha shwajanaha sakrit shakrit.
स्वजनः श्वजनः सकृत् शकृत्.
Very good. Nirmala Bhagini, please read the next line.
पुत्रः
Putra
पुत्र व्याकरण सामान्य ज्ञानं सम्पाद्यः सद्विद्यानम् अध्येतुं यतस्व कृतकृत्यः भव.
Very good. So here Samanya Jnanam, Vyakarana Samanya Jnanam Sampadya. There's no Visarga here. Sampadya is not there. Just okay. So Purvajaha, our ancestors, evam vadanti. They tell in this way. What is that they tell? Yadyapi, even though, Bahu nadhishe, even though you don't study much. Okay. Bahu means much or more. Na adhishe, don't study. Even if you don't study much, Bahu nadhishe. Tathapi, even then, even though you don't study, you need to study. Tathapi, but then, Patha Putra Vyakaranam. Oh son, please study. Do study Vyakaranam. Do study grammar. Even though you may not study Vedanta, you may not study Mimamsa, you may not study whatever, any other Shastra or anything in deep, in depth, but at least you should study Vyakaranam. At least study the grammar. Why? This is the statement that they say. And then in the second statement, they are giving why it is so. Sakalaha shakalaha ma bhut. Ma bhut means let it not happen. Okay. Let not sakalaha not happen as shakalaha. And then swajanaha swajanaha ma bhut. Sakrit shakrit ma bhut. Let these don't happen. Let these changes don't occur. Let these mistakes don't happen. Okay. Now let us see interesting fact of these words. What do these mean? Sakalaha means everything, okay, or all. Shakalaha means just a piece, okay. So Sakalaha, Shakalaha, the only difference is Shakara and Sakara. A small change in the letter or the pronunciation, Sakalaha, Shakalaha. Next, Swajanaha, Shwajanaha. Swajanaha means one's own people. Swa means own. One's own people. Janaha means peoples. One's own people or relatives, you can think in that way. Shwajanaha, Shwa means a dog. Shwanaha, you might have heard the word. Shwa means a dog. Okay. Shwajanaha. Swajanaha, Shwajanaha. Then Sakrit, Shakrit. Shakrit means a cow dung. Sakrit means once. We have seen this. Kadali Phalani in the lesson Aramaha we had seen. Sakrit eva phalam yachati. This gives fruit only once. Sakrit means once. Okay. Shakrit means cow dung. So even with just a small change in the letter, in the pronunciation, the meaning is so different. And hence, one has to study Sanskritam or one has to study Vyakaranam, even though you don't study anything else. So because these kind of mistakes should not happen. Ma bhut means should not happen. O putra, O son, Vyakarana samanya jnanam sampadya, by having obtained the samanya jnanam of Vyakarana, the general knowledge of grammar, sadvidyam adhyetum yatasva. Sadvidyam. So now again linking back to the original, what is that sadvidya? Yaya tattva jnanam bhavati. Sa eva sadvidya. So try to learn, adhyetum, to learn, yatasva, try to learn this sadvidya. And then by doing so, kritakrityaha bhava. Kritakrityaha means successful. Kritya means which is done. Krita means done. Okay. You become one who has done or accomplished that task. So kritakrityaha means successful. Become successful. Be successful. Kritakrityaha bhava. These are the meanings of these slides. Dhanyawadaha Raji Bhagini and Nirmala Bhagini well participated. So I shall quickly tell a small incident. Okay, what happened? So using these words, if you see, you can remember there in a small village, there are a few guests who arrive to a home. Okay, and the boy there will not know the difference between sa and sha. So one of his friends asked, Ke agatavantaha, who have come to your home? Then instead of saying swajanaha agataha, instead of saying my relatives came or something like that, he will say shvajanaha agata. So then what is the meaning of this? So the other boy understands that dogs came to your home. You are scolding your relatives as dogs. So these kind of problems or these kind of mistakes can happen if you are not very careful while using these words. And similarly, the same way, if you extend it again, suppose say the situation is one person is having food, having his bhojanam, and there's one person who is serving. He will bring maybe a rotika, that is a roti or something, and he will ask, shall I serve this? So aham pariveshayami va, he will ask. Then the person who is eating, he is almost full, but he just wants to taste a bit. So he has to say shakalam pariveshaya, just serve me a piece of this whatever you brought. But instead of that, if he says sakalam pariveshaya, then he will entirely, he will empty that plate and he will give it. So the person who is eating, then you can just imagine his fate. Shakalam and sakalam, just a bit difference, and how much difference in the meaning and the consequences. In the same way, once again, the mother says, okay, serve once more, or serve once, or something like that. Instead of telling that sakrat pariveshaya, if by mistake she says shakrat pariveshaya, then that boy will have to go to the backyard to get something, right? So this is though it is very much like, it may seem like a joke, but even if you listen to people who speak, if there are mistakes in your speech, then people will not be very much interested to listen to you more and more. So this is the very important aspect, and this is very much evident in Sanskritam. Okay, so even a small change will change the meaning of it entirely, and the perception about the person who is speaking also will change. Similar to the Alpaprana Mahaprana differences also. Palam and Phalam. Phalam means fruit. Palam means meat, M-E-A-T, meat. So instead of saying on Ekadashi I only consume fruits, phalaharam karomi. If you say phalaharam karomi, the entire meaning is the reverse of it. Okay, so please be careful in using all these words. So with that, we have formally completed the syllabus that is prescribed for Prathama. Of course, there are a few very small portions that may be missed or not covered so far. Maybe there are a few words related to vegetables and flowers that we shall cover, and also the translation exercises. So hope you have tried to do the translation exercises, and we shall also discuss those answers and also the answers related to this chapter. Okay, so why this lesson is very important is this is a conversation between a father and a son, where the father is guiding the son to learn something which is very important for his life, for the bigger purpose of life, which is the Purushartha we call, that is the Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. So Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha are the four Purusharthas as per our tradition and our culture of Sanatana Dharma. The last, the most important one is the Moksha, and to obtain or to reach there, what is required? The Tattva Jnanam is required. To get this Tattva Jnanam, what is required? We require the strong foundation or good understanding of Sanskritam, Amara Bharati or Girvana Bhasha. And to get there, what is another important instrument or the tool or technique that is very much required? That is the Vyakaranam. And at least we should know the Samanya Jnanam of Vyakaranam. And this course, the Prathama, the first step in the 5 series of the exams of Sringeri Surasara Sabha, aims in giving this basic information or the very important aspects of the grammar. Though we may not have studied Samasa, but a few Sandhi rules only, but the Shabda Rupani, Dhatu Rupani, all these are the building blocks with which you will be able to learn and understand further and develop the strong foundation in Sanskrit. So, and hence I felt this lesson will be a logical conclusion for this course, and hence I took this in the last. So though this was lesson number 10, we covered lesson number 11, which was Mitrayoha Sambhashanam in our previous class, and today we have completed this. So the homework for this is, please practice and complete the exercises on Janakasutayoha Sambhashanam. We shall quickly discuss the exercise now in the class as well. One portion of the homework of the exercises I will not discuss, so that you need to practice and write. So please complete writing the notes for all the lessons that we have done so far. We have almost covered all the lessons. So please please do these diligently. So now before going to the exercises, there is one quick poll. So please answer these questions. Okay, I have launched the poll. I shall give you on the next close to a minute or more. So please start answering. There are only 3 questions, very quick. So please answer them. Hope all of you are able to answer. I see mostly 85% of you have participated. I shall give next a few more seconds, and then I shall proceed further. Okay, that is good. I shall leave it. So close to 90% of you have answered it. So it should be good. So let me proceed further now. There are a couple of announcements. Please listen to this carefully. So one is the first one, which is intermediate assessment 2, that I had said, which will be either on 14th or 15th. So I've finalized the date, and here are the details for the same. So it's on 15th August, that is this Sunday, day after tomorrow. Link will be posted on the course page itself by around 6:45. So in case there is a delay in posting, like by 5 minutes or 10 minutes, don't worry. You will be able to see the link quite in some time, but definitely it should be up by that. But if there are some technical issues like last time, there could be some delay. So okay, so please expect that. I mean, don't think that, I mean, at 6:45 if you see it is not there, then don't start writing an email to me. So it's just a request. So deadline to submit is on the same day, 15th August itself, 10:30 p.m. So you have the complete Sunday to answer this, but this requires around 45 minutes of your time. So please do this in a very diligent manner and in a strict exam environment only. Okay, so please answer that in that way. So this will be all objective type questions. There will be no writing questions that you have to submit. So there will be only one link for the Google form. So this is the intermediate assessment on 15th. Okay. Next, the course end evaluation. So course end evaluation is once we have completed the course, the entire syllabus related to whatever you have learned in the course will be there as a syllabus for your course and evaluation. So before I tell about it, so for the intermediate assessment, what are the portions? It is all until 6th August, that is last week, whatever we have completed till Aramaha, after the first assessment. So from Subhashitani onwards till Aramaha, you can think roughly this is the portions for your assessment 2. Okay. So for course and evaluation, which will encompass everything that we have learned so far in the course, for this, the course and evaluation will happen mostly on 22nd August. Okay, this again will be online and it will be also objective type. So in the upcoming classes, we shall discuss about like what exactly, I mean, how, we shall do some of the revision, and I'll be able to answer your doubts, any of the doubt clarification, Q&A and revision. All these things we will do in the upcoming class in the next week. And also we shall revise one of the previous year papers as a sample, like how it will be. Okay, this is something important. So please be ready about these exams. So I'm just giving you the timeline so that you can start preparing and do. Okay.